Yo, Will, what up, man? I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you learned one thing or two. I don't know. On to the next job. Every day it's always something new. If you don't know how to do it, YouTube it, figure it out, learn it. Pretty much YouTube it. Or find someone to teach you for free. Here's what I do. I'm not saying this is the right thing to do. Forgive the audio. And this is what I do. This is how I'm gonna do it. It definitely, the more you do it, the better you get. Just like anything, just like me being in front of this camera. Never been in front of cameras. So, we're gonna be doing a backsplash. We're gonna be grouting in and out of the bed, all these cracks, okay? So you put your mortar and you put everything up and you get your tile in there. You gotta wait minimum probably 24 hours. You could probably wait a little less depending on the temperature and area, but just wait a day, no big deal. You take your plates off. I'll show you into that in a minute, real easy. We got the stove in place. We're gonna have to pull it out. That's it. So a couple things you need. One, you need a bucket of water. Clean bucket of water. This isn't the cleanest bucket of water, but all of our buckets, they disappear. You buy them and then they disappear. I don't know what's that. You need an empty bucket, right? You need a drill, preferably, so you don't do this stuff by hand. You want to get it where it's flat. See, you don't want it with like they come in various sizes and shapes, but this one specifically has a flat surface here, which is good for working with this material. The material we're using today, we specifically like to use, it's a non-sanded grout, and we go typically with the Snow White. And then you need, here you go, you need a sponge, all right, and then you need one of these, all right? Take it and you smear it in all different directions into the crevices. Each crevice and each crack. This junk off everywhere. You go around, scrape it before you prep. Prep is your number one in anything. Prep. You gotta prep for paint, prep for caulking, and you know, you gotta vacuum before you caulk. You gotta vacuum before you, like here. Gotta vacuum, so all that dust, you don't want that dust getting into the grout and then that coming out and you'll see it and it looks terrible. Pop open this, pull out your non-sanded grout. Non-sanded grout. Now, there's two ways to mix your mix here. You can pour it in first, add water, and mix it that way, or you can pour the water in and then add your grout. I prefer to put the grout in first and add water, because then I can feel like I have more control over the texture. Because you don't want this too wet and you don't want it too cookie dough, right? You want it to be able to spread easily and be able to be pushed around on the wall. All right, so here's how I do it. I'm just gonna add a little bit at a time, and I'll just keep going when I think I have enough. Doesn't hurt if you have a little extra in the end. Okay. So now I'm gonna add water. This is also my bucket for my sponge. Drill, you plop her in there, there you go. See how thin that is? So I gotta put a lot more in there before I even get started. So, let's do that. said, you can always keep adding. Go up and down, make sure you get all. You go up and down, make sure you get all the sides. Try not to hit the bucket too hard. Okay, if you don't want to scrape the bucket, like I said, with those orange particles in there, but just keep going. See how it's like whipping around like that? See? Pretty good, that's probably where you want it. Take this, put it in here. Do it nice and slow. Not fast like I just did. And voila, you clean your tool off. And you can see little pieces of bucket in there. So you can't smash the mixer into the bucket. It's just like, you know, little tricks. The more you do, the better you get. So I almost forgot my own rules. Remember I told you? Gotta get all this, all the dust up and everything. Well, just grab a scraper. You can use a razor blade or anything, but and you go along the edge here and you scrape any like paint or any other material that you might have gotten on there. You just go along and you scrape, scrape, scrape. And if you do it at the right angle, you won't hurt or scratch your countertop. It's okay you smash it in there because you can. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little hot in here. No air. Power's on. Finally, took 3 months to get the power on. Do yourself a favor when you're renovating for yourself or for other people. Get good contractors that want to work with you, that understand the business, that appreciate, you know, the fact that you can give them multiple business, you know, opportunities. You know what? In the end, if you pay top dollar because they think it's going to be a one-time deal, they don't know you, they don't trust you, whatever it may be. You know, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. So there's a bunch of things. I'm ranting. Let's get back to work. Kind of goobly. That's what you want. You want to do small sections at a time so that you don't go too fast and it dries up on you, because this stuff can get dry and make a mess. I'm not perfect. I'm told you I'm not a professional. This is just how I do it, and it gets done and everyone's happy. Okay, get enough on there. You can start from the bottom. Start from the top. It's up to you. You want to get everywhere, every corner. I'm sure I'm going to get destroyed for this, but I don't personally care. So once you get it all on there, scrape it off. Look for any holes anywhere. Fill them in real quick. Keep moving. Don't worry if you make a mess, like too bad. You can, once it dries, it'll scrape right off. But the less you have on the actual tile, less material, the easier it is to use the sponge to get it clean. Okay? Take your sponge, wet it, soak it, wring it out, and then wipe. And you want to be gentle. See how, I don't know if you can see that. See how I missed right here? It's okay. Come back, you can fix it at any time. But the major thing here is you want to get the bulk Now be careful if the power's on and you're messing around with a sponge, water, and electricity, don't go well together. I like to do the long lines, and then I like the horizontal, and then I like to come back and do the vertical individually. So you don't push too hard, but you do it just enough. Go back and forth. Okay, you don't want it thick like that. I don't know if you can see thick and then thin. You want to just thin that thick part out, right? So it's just clean. It looks good. You gotta push with your finger just in the center there, just enough. You don't want to overdo it, because then you'll take out all the grout. All right, so we're over here. Do your horizontals. With the scraper, I can let this dry, scrape it all up, and then wipe it right off. What you do is start from the bottom and work your way up. Go diagonally. All right, get that on there. Crossed. Scoop if you have to, like that. Go. Like that sound effect. Then go back over and scrape. Use the end of it. Remember, if you go on every angle, it doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong, in my opinion. All right, guys, so done. It took me about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, start to finish. I'm all finished. I wanted to show you. It ain't the best, but hey, man, I've never had a complaint yet, and now that I'm putting it on YouTube, I'm sure I will. But again, here it is, just the finished product, and it still needs to be cleaned, and I'll show you how I do that in a minute. All right, so kind of hard to see. But like I said, you want to do your horizontal wipes, then your vertical. So at least that's how I do it. I am not a professional. Do not listen to me. Okay, cool. That's the backsplash. I hope you enjoyed it. It was really hot in here and it was a lot of work, but I just wanted you to know that I'm gonna keep doing these videos. I'm gonna keep putting them out, and if you like what you see, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share button, and the bell button, man. If you learned something, cool. If you didn't, you already knew that, or you knew more, and you have something to add, just comment down below. Just post it down there, and just let others know, your tips and your tricks. Coming up next week, the next job we got going is we're gonna be sanding floors. I'm not sure what color we're gonna stain it yet, but I'll show you the sanding aspect of it. All right, so that's it, man. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, the share button, hit the bell button, hit everything. Get it done. Let's go. Have a good day. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Until next time. Peace.